Les Chants de Maldoror by le Comte de Lautréamont, Canto 4, verse 1. A man, a stone, or a tree is going to begin this fourth song. When the foot slips on a frog which it has crushed, one has a feeling of disgust. But when one merely brushes against the human body with one's hand, the skin of one's fingers cracks like fragments of a block of mica, smashed by hammer blows. And just as on ship's decks, the heart of a shark, though it has been dead for an hour, goes on beating with dogged vitality, so too our entrails are stirred to the depth long after that touch. Such is the horror which man inspires in his fellow beings. Perhaps in suggesting this I am mistaken, but it may be that I am right. I know I can conceive of a malady more terrible than the puffiness of the eyes which comes from long hours of meditation on the strange character of man. But I am still seeking it, and I have not been able to find it. I do not think I am less intelligent than the next man, but who would dare to declare that I have succeeded in my investigation? What a lie his lips would be telling! The ancient temple of Dendera is 1.5 hours' journey from the left bank of the Nile. Today, countless swarms of wasps have taken possession of its gutters and cornices. They fly around the columns like the thick waves of a head of black hair, sole inhabitants of the cold porch. They guard the entrance to the vestibule as if it were a hereditary right. I compare the buzzing of their metallic wings to the incessant crashing of ice floes flung against one another when the ice breaks up in polar seas. But when I consider the conduct of him who Providence gave the throne of this earth 3 pinions of my sorrow make a louder, a far louder hum. When after 80 years' absence a comet reappears in some part of the heavens, it displays the brilliant nebulous trail for men and for crickets to behold. No doubt, it is unaware of this long journey. The same is not true of me. Sitting up in bed while the jagged shapes of a gloomy and arid horizon loom up in force from the depths of my soul, I give myself up to dreams of compassion. And I blush for man. The sailor, cut by the blasts of the north wind, hurries back to his hammock when he has finished his night watch. Why am I not granted this consolation? The thought that I have willfully fallen as low as my fellow beings, that I have less right than the next man to bewail our fate, which remains shackled to the hardened crust of a planet, or the essence of our perverse souls, pierces me like a massive nail. We have seen whole families wiped out by fire, damp, explosions, but the pain they felt must have been short, since death is almost instantaneous amid the ruins and the noxious gases. I still exist like basalt. In the middle, as at the beginning of their lives, angels still look the same. Yet it is ages since I looked myself. Man and I, confined within the bounds of our understanding, as often a lake is amid a circle of coral islands, Instead of joining forces to defend ourselves against chance and misfortune, avoid each other. And trembling with hate, take opposite roads as if we had stabbed one another with the point of a dagger. You would think that each one realizes the scorn the other feels for him. Motivated by a feeling of relative dignity, we are anxious not to mislead our adversary. Each one keeps to himself and is aware that peace, if it were proclaimed, would be impossible to keep. Well then, let it be. Let my war against man go on for eternity, since each recognizes his own degradation in the other, since we are both mortal enemies. Whether I am destined to win a disastrous victory or to succumb, the struggle will be good. I alone against mankind. I shall not use weapons made of wood or iron. I shall spurn all the minerals of the earth. The powerful and seraphic resonance of the harp will be a formidable talisman in my hands. In several ambushes, man, the sublime monkey, has already pierced my breast with his porphyry lance. A soldier does not show his wounds, however glorious they may be. This terrible war will bring sorrow to both sides. Two friends stubbornly seeking to destroy one another. What a scene!